How to raise credit score fast. Bad credit can have a major impact on future happiness if you don't correct it, so it's important to know what you can do to get things back on track. You'll need a decent credit score when you apply for a mortgage, a business loan, or even credit cards and store cards. But a low credit score is not the end of the world, as there are many ways to improve your financial standing. Method 1. Understanding your credit profile. 1. Understand your credit report and score. Your credit report is a record of your financial past, including any loans, bills, credit cards, or other debts you've had and whether or not you made the proper payments on each account. Your credit score is derived from this information and is a numerical representation of your credit risk. In other words, it shows a potential lender your trustworthiness in repaying your debts. Credit scores range from 300 to 850, with a lower score indicating less creditworthiness and a higher score indicating more. 2. Go online and get a free copy of your credit report. You are entitled to one free report every year from each of the three main credit report agencies, TransUnion, Experian, and Equifax. Ideally, you should do this regularly, at least once a year. Since the first time is free with every agency, you can get a credit report as often as once every 4 months without paying. Should you need a further report, be prepared to pay. You may want to get a report from each of the three agencies, at least the first time, as they will not necessarily match. This is usually nothing to worry about and just the result of minor discrepancies in reporting, but it is good to know what information is out there. Remember, your credit report is not the same as your credit score. It is the information that is used to calculate your credit score but will not include the actual 3-digit number you may be curious about. However, you can pay the agencies to provide that if you choose. 3. Check to see if there are any errors on your credit report. Even very small mistakes can make a significant difference if they're not caught. This is one of the easiest ways to turn a low credit score around. 4. Clean up any old small debts. An old missed payment that went to a collection agency could be causing you trouble. Take the opportunity to check your history and get everything in order. Method 2. Managing your debt. 1. Take a look at your accounts. Before anything else, it's worth making the mental adjustment of understanding what you are really earning and can really afford to spend. Your credit score is meant to reflect how you spend your money, so begin by making sure you are well organized and realistic in your financial choices. 2. Pay off as much outstanding debt as you responsibly can. Having debt is a burden on you psychologically as well as having a negative impact on your options financially. 3. Optimize your credit utilization ratio. Maybe you have several credit cards and debt on each card. Not all debt is equal in this case, as cards with high debt-to-limit ratios are penalized more on your FICO credit score than cards with lower debt-to-limit ratios. What is a debt-to-limit ratio? Also called credit utilization, it's a measurement of how much debt you have on your card versus how much you are allowed to spend. 4. Get a credit limit increase. If your credit score is less than stellar, this is going to be more difficult, but applying for a limit increase will lower your total credit utilization and improve your credit score. Method 3. Maintaining financial health. 1. Pay bills on time. About 35% of your credit score is determined by your payment history, whether you paid your bills on time. If you have any bills that you haven't yet paid, find a way to pay them off. Your credit score gets dinged each time you have a late payment, and then dinged again each time your payment is 30 days late and each time your payment is 90 days late. 2. Use credit cards regularly and responsibly. You should use your credit card or cards for small purchases and pay off the balance at the end of the month. This shows that you can borrow small amounts of money, what the card provides for convenience when you're at the grocery store, and be relied on to pay it back when you pay your bills at the end of the month. 3. Compare different card types. Prepaid credit cards don't get reported to credit bureaus. You may be thinking that paying for a credit card upfront will give you an easy way to boost your credit score. Think again. Prepaid credit cards do not get reported to the 3 major credit bureaus and will not help boost your FICO credit score. However, a secured credit card may help you improve your score. This is a credit card with collateral, That becomes the credit limit, and it can be used to improve your credit score, so long as you use it responsibly. 4. Get a loan that you can repay easily. If you know you'll be able to pay it off, a small personal loan can increase your credit score. About 10% of your FICO credit score is what's called account mix, or basically how many different loans and credit accounts you have. If you take out a small loan and are able to pay it back quickly and responsibly, this will help your credit score. 5. Use your resources. A low credit score doesn't mean all your financial opportunities are lost. Especially when seeking a loan, make sure you consider potential areas of assistance. Tips. Make sure that you keep all documents regarding your credit, like credit card statements, loan payment slips, and anything else at all to do with your finances. These can help you figure out where your finances are going wrong, and provide evidence should you find any mistakes on your credit report. Create a budget to cut down on your monthly expenditure. This will give you a chance to pay off debts, and move you toward a better credit score. Warnings. Try not to spend the total credit amount on your cards. It is better to have half of the credit spent on 2 different credit cards than it is to have the total amount spent on one. Remember that rebuilding your credit score is not going to be an easy task, neither is it going to be one that you complete overnight. Thank you for watching. Please sign up and hit the bell in order to get the latest content from Keen Inklings. Like, share, subscribe. In 5, 4, 3, 2,